Watch this LED. It only turns on when I sit and it never gets fooled. This looks simple, but teaching a camera the difference between standing and sitting is surprisingly tricky. And using this tiny board, the RDK X5 by D-Robotics, I will show you how a chair can tell if it's empty, occupied, or something even smarter. The goal is simple. No more physical checking, no guessing. In hospitals, staff waste time walking just to check if a bed is empty. In airports, we don't know how many seats are actually occupied. With Edge AI and computer vision, we can solve this problem without sensors, without pressure mates, and without touching anything. And let me tell you, everything runs locally on the RDK X5, which makes it fast, private, and reliable. In this code, the RDK X5 is not just showing a camera feed, it is watching, thinking, and deciding. A YOLO V5 deep learning model runs directly on the device and detects a person in real time. Once a person is detected, the code doesn't blindly assume the chair is occupied. Instead, it focuses on a specific chair zone and analyzes the shape of the bounding box. By comparing height and width, it intelligently decides whether the person is standing near the chair or actually sitting on it. That small ratio check turns raw AI detection into meaningful understanding. As you can see, the current status is empty and the LED is also off. When I move closer to the chair, the bounding box turns yellow, which means I'm standing in front of the chair or blocking it. And the moment I actually sit on the chair, the status instantly changes to occupied and the LED is also turned on. The purpose of using an LED here is to show that we can trigger external devices using this system. This same information can be sent wirelessly to all doctors, and it can also be displayed on nurses' station displays in real time. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see a wireless version of this project. Now, this is the simplest version of the project. It uses only bounding boxes and logic. And while that already solves a real problem, it's not 100% reliable. Here's why. A bounding box can't truly understand posture. If someone is standing very close to the chair, leaning forward, or partially blocking it, the box might look similar to a sitting person. The system sees a shape, not intent. That's why bounding boxes are a great starting point, but not the final solution. And in the next version, we move beyond boxes and teach the system to understand human posture, not just presence. Now, I wanted more accuracy, so in the second version, I moved to media pipe pose detection. Instead of just drawing boxes around a person, the system now tracks actual body key points like the shoulders, hips, knees, and joints, all in real time. As I stand here, you can see these key points mapped directly onto my body, moving with me frame by frame. When I lean forward, the key points shift. When I stand straight, they align differently. And when I sit down, the change is very clear. This allows the system to understand posture, not just presence. By calculating angles between key joints, it can confidently tell whether I'm standing, leaning, or sitting, even if I am partially blocking the chair or moving slowly. So now the decision isn't based on a box anymore. It's based on how my body is actually positioned, which makes the system far more reliable in real-world situations. This version makes the system smarter by understanding human posture, not just presence. Instead of guessing, it uses an AI pose model to detect key body joints like the shoulders, hips, and knees in real time. A chair zone is defined on the screen, so the system only reacts when a person is actually in the chair area. The key idea is the hip angle. When someone is standing, the body is almost straight, but the moment a person sits down, that angle bends. As soon as the AI detects a sitting posture inside the chair zone, the chair status changes to occupied. If someone is only standing nearby, the system clearly shows that instead. Right now, no one is on the chair, so the status clearly shows empty and the LED is turned off. As I walk closer to the chair, you will notice the system instantly reacts. The text changes to standing in zone, and you can also see the live angle value on the screen. This means the system knows I'm in front of the chair, but not sitting yet. Now, watch what happens when I actually sit down. The moment my posture changes, the body angle drops, the AI confidently recognizes a sitting position, and the status switches to occupied. At the same time, the LED turns on, proving that this AI decision isn't just visual, it's controlling real hardware in real time. So this isn't just detecting a person, it understands where I am, how I'm standing and when I sit, making the system far more accurate and practical for real-world use. The FPS is lower and that's completely expected. This demo is running on the RDK X5 and unlike the previous version that used a YOLO model on the BPU, this posture-based system runs entirely on the CPU. Pose estimation is much heavier than simple object detection. For every frame, the CPU has to detect multiple human joints, track them, calculate body angles, and then apply posture logic all in real time without any hardware acceleration from the BPU. Even at a lower FPS, the response is still instant where it matters. The moment I sit, the status changes to occupied and the LED turns on. For real-world applications like hospitals or smart monitoring systems, accuracy beats high frame rate every time. And just to be clear, this is not a limitation of the RDK X5. In upcoming videos, I will also show how we can run body key points and landmark-based models directly on the BPU as well. I have already demonstrated this in my AI capabilities video on the RDK X5 where I showed a squat counting system, a human fall detection system, and several other real-world AI examples, all of them running fully on the BPU, not the CPU. So what you are seeing here is just one approach. The RDK X5 gives us the flexibility to choose between CPU-based logic for quick prototyping and BPU-accelerated models for high-performance deployments. And we will explore both paths step by step in the upcoming videos. And this idea isn't limited to chairs only. The exact same logic can be applied to beds as well, to detect whether a patient is lying down, sitting on the edge, or has left the bed. In the next version, I will implement this same idea using the RDK X5's onboard BPU, which is extremely fast and highly accurate. I have already tested this approach with a human fall detection system, which is actually very similar to detecting a person lying on a bed or sleeping. Since those models already run reliably on the BPU, extending the logic to bed occupancy, sleep detection, or patient monitoring becomes a natural next step. So what you are seeing here is just the beginning. The BPU version is where this system really becomes fast, scalable, and production ready. So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in the next episode and thanks for watching.